Hey everybody, it's your girl Makosa Miss Keisha coming to you with another live. Today is Thursday, May the 29th. It is, might as well say it's June because it's 2 more days left in this month. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe because we lit over here. Share what it done to the channel. And promote channel growth. Also, becoming a member for exclusive videos and perks that you'll receive before everyone else. Channel growth as well. Now back to our. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't want to come on live today. I'm tired and my mouth is really scheduled program already in progress. Really hurting as a parent. You feel like, well, I know I feel like this sometimes. I feel like we try to protect our children as much as possible, and then there's always that's one instance where we can't, and then um, our, when you well, things may have times your what you what you think is interesting that to children with just anyone who I know that I can't when but I want to make it to where I need to look. Something happened, and I won't say what because again down in my heart. And it's a hurtful thing waiting to latch on to you personally. That's as children. And I want to do right now because there's all track times around which people children don't ask to be here. And I consider them to be, if you're close to me, sound like they're my own. And I wouldn't wish any hurt and pain on anybody, like at all. Children, and I kind of connected the dots of, and then you really wish they would tell you. And just for example, Cassie, she's gone. This is the this book because it's always victim shaming. You never know what you could have done to prevent that what you would have done in that situation, because you really don't know. Ever uh, the thing that bothers you, did you let it happen? Why didn't you leave? Because of trust. When you think you're trusting a person, low to cause you harm. This person, if you will, consequences of what take us to your own hands. God, I always leave everything into the as a chosen one. It's not even about science right now. As a chosen one, believe me, anybody that's ever done me wrong hasn't come out in a good situation. Something has happened to them, and I don't wish bad on anybody. I don't. Anything that has been done to me personally, never turns out well for that person. I just have to bear a better shield for my for my child. That's why I always told her, if there was any instance that anything happened, you could always come and talk to me, because chances are it's happened to me already. I was never like the parent that if I would tell something to would victim shaming, because it's happened to me personally. When I told my mother something and she didn't believe, because it was family member. Oh, ain't nobody did nothing to you. They didn't do nothing to you. You don't know, you wasn't there. And the one person that knows the truth is no longer here. She transitioned. My grandmother transitioned in 2015. There's just some spaces I don't feel safe in, and that's why I have a hard time going around my family, because there's so much chaos and their spirits are conflicted, and I can't be around them. So I know how I have to move from now until my child graduates high school, which is next year. So I apologize. I didn't want this to be start off sad, but I just needed to get this out. Just if this helped anyone, no matter what child, boy or girl, these children, our children of color, they need to be protected at all costs, no matter what. And at some point in life, the village stopped becoming the village, because that one person just thought they no longer needed the village. And you know, you gotta go out and create your own village. You gotta create your tribe. My tribe is my village. And I'm thankful for y'all every day. Now, this is something that I have to talk with my therapist about, because I know me, it's gonna bother me and weigh on my soul. However, the way I have been feeling, you know, it's all about what you're eating. And that is a part of it, you know, what you're eating. When you start to eat clean, you have a lot more clarity. You have a lot more, you know, to sit and think about. It's not just about rage. Your spirit is calmer. So the things and how your reactions, like you normally would, is not as in depth as you would. It would be if you were um not eating clean. So when my brother always touches on the reason why he's a vegan, nobody can't take that away from him, because he knows. You know your body, and you know what you're supposed to be eating, the flesh of animals. You're supposed to be for that. We're not carnivores. We're herbivores. We're supposed to be eating out the earth. We're not meat. Like, decided to go cold turkey and cut meat. And 10-day green smoothie cleanse. It was a couple of days I wouldn't eat it. I'm not gonna fulfill the need to eat. There was an urgency to eat for me because I wasn't hungry. I just had the smoothies, but I knew at some point I would need to eat. So um, my soup last night, it was a different type of soup. Still vegetables, but I used other vegetables instead. Like I did the my Brussels sprout peas, black bean. It was chickens, beans, peas, collard bean, carrot. Not sure right now. Some swelling a little bit. I have carpal tunnel. What I didn't develop. My hands been so carpal garlic, garlic powder, and I have cayenne pepper. She's again and say so. You know, once you start eating clean, your thought process is a little clearer. So I don't, want anybody to feel sorry for me, or I know y'all gonna feel like how y'all feel because y'all my family. I'm just like really, I don't know. I don't have words right now. It's been hard for me to work the last couple of days, like quite honestly. Just thinking about that and just thinking what I want to do to that individual. Like I whole, I have, you all, a lot of people call it discernment if you're, you know, of the religion, because we all think differently. I am an empath. I read people's energy, and I've said this plenty of times. I read people's energy on and off the internet. I can look at a picture of a person, it does not matter who it is, and I can read their energy. When I see them specifically, like if they're talking or speaking engagement or they're anywhere, I can read their energy. That's why a lot of times I have to shield mine, and I have to start getting back into the habit of wearing my crystals. I know I don't have them on now because I'm in my room and nobody really bothers me. It's just my parents here. But the reason why I wanted to start walking is a chance for me to get out of the house, because I'm always cooped up in the house, and that's not good. Sitting in the house, yeah, you can open the you know, the curtains or the blinds or whatever and bring in the sunlight, but if you're not actually going outside and breathing the air and grounding yourself, it does. And hugging a tree, hugging a tree gives you energy. It's gonna cause a lot of chaos. So it wasn't just for the fact that I wanted to just walk. That's one part of it, because I still have some weight I need to lose, and it is going down significantly. Well, I can't say significantly. I lost 3 pounds. That's a start for me. However, I just want a chance to get out of the house and just breathe. That's why decided I wanted to walk for 30 days so I can get outside and soak up the vitamin D of the sun, because you know the sun is made for us, not them. And then be able to, you know, at the same time recharge my energy. I might complain that it's hot, and it is very hot here in Florida. However, at the same time, because you know I'm the type of person I am, the spiritual being, I take it as a level of recharging myself underneath the sun. That's how I see it. Alright, y'all know I'm a thug and I'm gonna start crying. So we're gonna move on to something else. But I thank y'all for being here and for listening. Now let me go through these comments. Estelle says, hey sis. Hey sis. Amy says, welcome to the live. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the stream, and if you are enjoying the content, consider becoming a member for exclusive perks. Now let's have some fun. Let me pin that comment. It's going to, I knew it was going to. Let me go back. I apologize, y'all. I know I was just talking. I just needed to get that out because it was weighing on my chest. And anytime you have anything, you feel like a burden is weighing on your chest, you can speak it in a way to where people understand and not giving the complete story away. Amy says, hey, sisters and and cousins. Hey, sis. Nubia says, greetings, cousins, greetings. Ansel says, happy Thursday. Amy says, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, y'all. Full-time says, solutions. Salutations, cousins. Ansel says, hey, sisters, brother, cousins, and everyone. Abdul says, Keisha, Ansel, cousins. Amy says, feel better, sis. I need some water. Thank you, sis. Ansel, that was Amy, sorry. Ansel says, right, please feel better soon. Thank you, sis. You're a great mom. I know sometimes I don't feel like it. I don't feel like I am, sis. I really don't. However, I know it has gotten to the point where I got my child to where she is now. Just being a parent. And I don't tell you about education. That's very important to me. Now I told her she does not have to go to college. She can go to a trade school. I'm not expecting her. I'm gonna allow my child to do what she wants because I was not well, I didn't take the time for me myself to go and do what I should have done. I should have left the house when I had the opportunity. So I don't want to live through my child. I want her to be the individual that she is now and let her be her and find her own identity. Not to do something because I think she should do it. I want her to do what she feels like she wants to do. And I'm not going to take that from her. I'm not that mom. Hi, my journey. How you doing, baby? She's a 4 hearts. Taylor says, hey, hey, hey. Ansel says, hey, my journey. Hey, Taylor, sis. Hey, Ansel, sis. Taylor says, hey, 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 my journey. Ansel says, it's okay to let it out. Well, I ain't want to be all crybaby on this live. I know I am a human being. I don't let out my emotions a lot. I really don't. And that's probably why I have so much pent up aggression inside because I don't let out my emotions. I'm still a human being. Not always loving like most of the time. That's that spirit of that Aquarius in me. I'm not emotional. I'm very detached. Spirit. I gotta get out today. My journey says, hey, Ansel and Taylor. Taylor says, what did I miss? Why is it so sad? I was talking about a situation that happened. Amy says, hey, sis Taylor. Taylor says, hey, hey, Amy, sis. Amy says, hey, my journey. My brother said, thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. Preach, protect the children. That you spaced it out. Penny Proud gave the 3 hugging hearts. I can't right now. Taylor said, I'm grateful for you and all y'all. I'm grateful for you being here too, sis. Princess Tiana gave wave with the pink hands. What is this? I don't know. This case getting on my nerves. Abdul said, let's go, Taylor. What is... Taylor said, I know I have found my tribe. Yes, I love y'all. My journey, Keisha sending hugs. Thank you, baby. Taylor says, hey, hey, hey. Abdul, mom, we need a hug. Oh, thank you for the super chat, sis. I love you. And so says, same. I'm forever grateful and thankful for y'all. I feel like I've known y'all for like years. I eliminate that common denominator, and then once once there is, that's why I find the balance. Once that you have found the balance, everything is so peaceful. So I can't wait to move into my own place. And kids definitely need to be protected at all costs, boys and girls. Not at all costs. I don't care who the children is. It's the girl. I have and right now have children and his his grand to not be able to and ask him and that's her faithful child. I wouldn't wish that on anybody either. I don't know what their whereabouts are. That's why I have my child has a phone and I go anywhere without her location to be on at all times. I don't care if her location. She's not allowed to go because she be tracking me. Adult, go out, please. Now me, I can turn it off because I'm the adult. Abdul said it's true. Taylor said yes. Said you are what you eat. You know, and it finally clicked in my head, brother. You are definitely. Wow, the shot meat. That's you eat flesh of the flesh. That's what you are. Taylor's going in now. Can you hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Abdul said it's hard to. I know it is. And some people just, you know, it's you can't. Well, I say you can't say you can't because don't ever put can't or try into your vocabulary. You can. It's called discipline. Now the road might be a challenge, but when you get through that challenge, you know there's a greater reward. Like for it was 4th of July. I'm supposed to be going to see my best friend. I really just don't want to go because it's just like I don't know. Because I told her I was like I'm not eating meat anymore, and I'm not drinking. I don't want to drink. Like I don't have a desire to drink alcohol. I don't have a desire to eat no meat. I don't or anything of that I don't want to indulge in. So I might just stay home. Now I am going down there because she did buy tickets to a comedy show for as a late birthday present for me. But as far as 4th of July activities, I'm not. Yeah, it sounds good at the time, but when I sat and thinking, I'm like, no. And plus, I have to go by my work schedule anyway and see what days off because I know we have floating holidays. And the thing is, Memorial Day, I didn't get paid for Memorial Day because that was a floating holiday. And I'm sitting up here, we're like, well, how is a federal holiday that's been a federal holiday for 51 years considered a floating holiday? So if I had known that, I could have, I mean, none of us worked anyway, which was great. However, I could have got paid for that. So now I took off Juneteenth because why not? Like that's why I chose because it's our people's day. We can't have nothing to ourselves. They have to incorporate everything. So I'm thinking we will have to work on 4th of July. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with my coach. Just you know how you feel like when you're around certain people, you just feel like you're starting to outgrow them. That's how we in our 40s. I don't have the I don't feel the need to indulge in partaking to what everybody is partaking in. I don't want to eat any meat. I don't want to consume alcohol. I haven't drunken alcohol and probably going on a year. I don't have a desire to. I was an alcoholic in my 20s. All I did was drink. It was numbing to mask the pain of the things that I allowed myself to go through. And I don't wish that feeling on nobody else. I don't have a desire to do any of that. Um, Taylor said, making a change is hard, but once you're there, it isn't. Closing cycles is a part of life. It is. It is. Oh, thank you, sis, for the super chat. Thank y'all. I love y'all so much. Sending lots of hugs and love. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. If this didn't do it, I think I'm almost to my threshold, y'all. Um, I think it did, y'all. I think I hit my threshold. I appreciate y'all. I didn't really, too much say nothing about it because I don't want y'all feel obligated. I don't want nobody to feel obligated to do anything. I know we look after each other, so what's on our heart. But y'all got my back and I got y'all, so you know. I know y'all don't mind. I'm just, saying. Mind Journey said, we are what we eat, and that includes toxic company, entertainment, etc. Exactly. Now, every once in a while, I'm going to listen to my trap music. Now, that's not going to stop, because, I still got trapping now. I want to drive and feel like I'm about to go drop some, trying to keep it appropriate PG. So I don't want nobody to be coming after me. Oh, nope, things, no. Give me a bag, you feel me? When I feel like it, I, go and drop some things down, but I know I don't do that in real life. New Orleans. Tell his, I'm kind of that, where he was invincible. And my grandmother told him some property. Now, at that time, my grandmother was a real estate agent. So I do have hustling in my blood. Now, have I been lazy? I have. And I'm not even finna lie or making an excuse. It's just like, what if? So I wanted to think differently than what I've been thinking. I still got my projects to do this weekend. I don't like to do anything though. I just want that time to unwind and be around y'all. That's it. So over the weekend, I will be going to get my P.O. box. I got to get some watermelon because on the first to the third 72 hours, not only will I be walking starting June the 1st, and I mean that I have to commit to myself. I'm just getting into the habit of committing to myself. So if I can commit to myself to this 10-day green smoothie cleanse, as I did, even though I cheated one time, but I committed the rest of the way, I'm committed. So the next time I do the cleanse, I know now that I'll be fully committed. I know that walking, if I commit myself for the next 30 days, I will have at least lost about 10 to 15 pounds. That's my goal, at least. Because I've already lost 3. So, everything is a start. And I want to continue to keep going until I get into my ideal weight. And at the same time, I want to maintain the weight. I really don't want to pay to go to the gym. So I did look at some equipment at Five and Below. So I'm going to get some things that I could, do for my upper body and try to get rid of this here. I have been, I did put some collagen in my smoothies. So I am going to continue to utilize the collagen. I still need to do, I got some things I need to do this weekend, and I have to commit to myself. Consistency and commitment are the words of today for the rest of this week. Committing to yourself and being consistent, because I know I'm not always consistent in what I say I'm gonna do. So can't just say, you just gotta do. You can't plant seeds and expect them to grow themselves without the proper nourishment of water and whatever it is needed to grow, for their growth. Taylor says, thank you, Abdul, for showing and leading the way. Yes, brother, thank you so much. I am so indebted to you. It's so much gratitude. I love you so much. Like, you are a perfect example of what a leader is. You are a perfect example of what a true, dedicated, faithful man is. I see that. And you don't get too many of those from men in their 40s plus. So I really appreciate you as a human being, brother. Like, no lie. I see how the way you love on Amy, and I love it. I really love that for her. You love her through all of her pain, and vice versa. I love the way you love Abdul, Amy, and I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are the epitome of black love. I know it's a lot of things that y'all don't show us, that you deal with privately, and that's what it's supposed to be. Everything is not for human consumption and for everybody to know. That's why it's so irritating that these celebrities want to live and tell their whole life story in doggone comments and then comments in the media. Listen, everything is not for everybody. Deal with your stuff quietly, and we don't need to know about it. Keep it to yourself. Matter of fact, how about y'all take us out the group chat? How about that? Because I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at it. Tired of hearing about that don't live in a spotlight. I appreciate those people. I appreciate the celebrities, especially our people that don't live in the spotlight. I appreciate y'all. And they already think, because we don't need to know everything. You know, I appreciate those. The man and his wife, because he don't really talk about every now and again that when he'll show his wife and his children, and his children, for that I respect Morris Chestnut. Why I respect men children about them. And even when Bernie Mac was alive, I didn't hear about every sad mind journey with the three double hearts. It's legit good for you. Yes, you're absolutely right, mind journey. It is. And guess what? I'm gonna continue to be weird, and I'm gonna hug the tree. It is. Jackson said, guess is back. Welcome to the live stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and make sure you buy our most expensive water. Free Shake It Bam Bam. That'll be free. Have a nice day. What? A fairy song? What are you talking about, Jackson? Jackson, thank you. I needed that laugh. You're a great mom. Thank you. Mind Journey said, "Hey Amy, missed your comment." Quiet said, "Morning, Keisha. Keisha, good morning. Hey sis. Again, thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much, tremendously. Hey everyone." And said, "So I can't hear you. Yeah, can y'all not hear me for real? Cause I don't want to be like, I did turn up my volume on my phone before I started." Oh, you can hear me. Okay, I can't read. And Sal said, "Hey, sis, quiet." Quiet says, "Good morning." And Sal Taylor says, "Hey, quiet." And says, "If you don't want to go, you don't have to go." Oh, sis, I trust me. When I don't want to go somewhere, I won't. I have the great time having my own personal individual party by myself. I can sit and entertain myself watching the TV or doing something else. Quiet says, "Hey Taylor." And so I said, "Oh, okay." Amy says, "Hey quiet sis." Abdul says, "I worked." And that you do. Let me see. Quiet says, "Hi Amy sis." And sis said, "They should pay you for every holiday." I mean, they should. However, that's not that. I don't know. That's so I kind of am remorseful from leaving my other job that I was at for like almost in 2027. If I would have stayed at that, I would have been there for I would have been there for 10 years. It was not my intention to quit. I just thought I had something better, and all the while, that job that paid me more was a headache. Like I said, I worked. Hopefully, I get time and a half, and we'll get time and a half if we work on Juneteenth. I mean, it's a Thursday, so I don't really have any plans on going anywhere because I don't have any mode of transportation at the moment. So I really don't. For me, it's not a dire need to be off on a holiday right now. That's why it's time to move on to something else. And so that's just the job's way of not wanting to pay y'all for a holiday. I know y'all don't pay us enough for not to be paying us for a holiday. I took it because I needed it. Now I could get to the point where I can move on. Quiet said, "I'm an occasional drinker." And that's okay with that. That's okay. I just, me, myself, since I have been out of that heavy drinking stage, I don't want to do it no more. Well, I haven't. And so I said, "I love you too." Jackson said, "I tried to hug a tree and it didn't hug me back. I couldn't feel the energy. It was sitting there. I thought it needed water." That's because you didn't hug it long enough, Jackson. Thanks, sis, for Taylor, for the super chat. Thank y'all so much for y'all showering me so much love. I really just didn't. I apologize. I did not want to burden y'all. Y'all know I keep a lot of stuff inside. It's just that I had to learn to release Every time you feel a pain in your body, it's something that you need to release. I just needed to release that. Y'all understood in a way that I could. Um, say what I was saying without saying what I was saying, if that makes sense. You got my bacon? What bacon? I ain't got no bacon. Taylor said, and I don't feel like I have to. I love you and I want to support us. You sis. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. It's not always ever about the money. Support is just what it is. Support. You could do that for free. You know. I just appreciate the extra. That's all I'm grateful for y'all. It's not like you know. I appreciate y'all. Ansel said, you got this. Jackson said, what's up, Tyler? How you doing? What's up, Ansel? What's up, Mind Journey? What's up, Abdul? What's up, Amy? What's up, Quiet? Quiet says, I'm amazing. Ansel said, hey, Jackson. Quiet says, how are you, Jackson? Taylor says, how are you, Jackson? Ansel says, Ansel. Jackson says, hey, Ansel. Mind Journey says, hey, Jackson. Is that lipstick? Ansel is clapping. Jackson said, hey, my journey. Abdul says, consistency was my issue. I'm so happy that I'm actually doing it. Brother, I know. That's my problem, too. I have an issue with consistency and commitment. Because I'll get into... I know me. My mind will go everywhere. I'll do something. I'll stop that thing, that one thing I'm doing, and then go something else. That's how I was. But I can... I feel like on what I really want and how I want to live my life. Now I'm at a point where I can be focused. Now I just gotta incorporate it to everything else, and then I'll be golden. More golden. Abdul said, thank you, Keisha. Hearts. Who talking about butter? We're not doing this today, Jackson, with this butter. Taylor said, here you go with the butter. Jackson said, you talking John Cena's age? Because he is in his 40s. Okay, Jackson, what does John Cena have to do with what I'm talking about? And what does that have to do with the price of rice in China? Because, yeah, I'm not getting what you're getting at. And so said, thank you, brother. We really appreciate you. And you are the true definition of what a real leader and a real man is. Definitely is, Ansel sis. Definitely is. Taylor said, left a lie. Just get it off your chest, Jackson. We just ignore. Ansel. Abdul said, I tried, sis. How can I leave if my shadow is dirty? I tried to be an example for people to see. And you know what, brother? It's working. That's something to be celebrated. So, everything that you're doing right now, it's wanted. Don't have 10K subscribers. It's right around the corner. And by the end of the summer, you don't try, you do. Trying is for people who makes an attempt and doesn't. You do. You see, trying is for someone very well, and we appreciate you for that. And T from them for one. Okay, Jackson. Taylor says facts. Quiet says black love. Abdul says yes. Abdul says, what I've learned with people is that you can't speak about your family, your friends, or even your children because the world will be jealous, and that's the evil eye. Exactly. Jackson said, exactly. I don't believe in the evil eye. Plus, what is the evil eye? Good God, I'm a little scared. You should be. Evil eye is whatever negativity is sent to you. So anything that is happening in your life that is not good, it is because the way that life is responding to you. And that's people that do that. They will send. I call back all my power. I call all back all my abundance unto me. You have to call back your power. You have to call back your abundance. Can't just allow it to go out into the universe. And you also have to do the work. Like I said, faith without works is dead. That's just like watering seeds, the planted seeds. It's like planting seeds that need to be watered, and they don't grow. So you have to water you in order to water someone else. So yes, that is real, Jackson. It is. You might not believe it, however it is. If there's a current chain of events that's happening at one time, or in a course in a series of time, and it's not good, that's evil eye energy. Abdul said, the girl at my job is always happy. Said Abdul is always happy. He probably got some tonight every night. I looked at her like, what do you think? I'm married to a robot who says everything isn't about brother, you're the best. Jackson is laughing. Taylor said people get the wrong idea. Correct. Amy said, hey, Jackson. Jack said, hey, Amy. Taylor said, what you're happy for, when you're happy for life, every day is amazing. Correct. It's almost 9 o'clock. Abdullah says, people don't want to hear that you're happy. People don't want to know, because when you tell people, they start to form evil eye, and it's annoying. It really is. That's why I don't tell certain people certain things. I'll tell y'all before I tell anybody else. It's like certain people. And so says she's wild for saying that. That lady at the job, Abdul. Right, that's like, that is not it. Just say, okay, I get it, but I'm scared. Good, stay scared. That alone will let you know where you need to be, what you need to be doing in life. Whatever you put out into the universe, you will attract. So make sure it's positive and good. Taylor said, I can't hear you. Can y'all hear me? Abdul said, and say, all right, people are weird. Very. People got issues, Jackson said. Taylor said, I'm very present. Gets on people's nerves. Oh, my very presence gets on people's. Mine too, and I love it. I don't care. Jack said they be blacking like Bruno on my TV. Let me finna cry. Hush. Taylor said, I trigger people all over the place, and I love it here. I do the same. Be nice, Jackson. Jack said, okay, I'll be nice. Well, you are in good company. I appreciate y'all. Exactly. Say I'm drinking the water. Yo, Keisha, you got bacon? Hush. No, I don't eat bacon. Taylor said, it's not extra, it's love. Now take it. Oh, okay, y'all, because y'all, I didn't catch up on all of the and it's 9:01, so let's go ahead and head over to his live. Listening to my story. I appreciate y'all so much for being here in this league. Make sure you like videos. It's a free way to donate to the channel. Don't donate to the channel, promote channel growth. Channel content. You'll be able to access that content before everyone else. Peace, love, light, and gratitude for you all. Now let's go also and over to my brother's live. Peace and love. Play at your own risk.